You are listening to CraftCast, the podcast, where soul meets craft. Okay, everyone, if you're watching or listening today, you're in for a treat, a crazy ride, some fun time. I'm not really sure what'll happen here, but I have on a few of my online fellow creators, makers, teachers at CraftCast who said, sure, I'm willing to talk about my favorite quotes. And I'm not responsible for anything they say. I'm going to say that up front, but I know it'll be.
What's the phrase? It's the corporate phrase, like this person does not represent the values of this company or something like that.
Yeah. Except for we do.
Exactly. There you go. I was just
We're
going
all
to say,
crazy.
yeah. So you know what? It's good on a Friday to just giggle and laugh. So originally, I was talking to Patrick about let's think of some of our favorite quotes, because I know we all know. First of all, let me say who's on. Wiz Stern, we love her classes over at CraftCast, genius
Hi.
with metal clay. Max
Thank
Bonham,
you.
who is genius at polymer clay. And Patrick, of course, you know, who's another fantastic artist with all kinds of things. His book stuff is crazy over the top. So what would be I don't know, Patrick, do you have quotes that you have hanging around?
I do, and I just with TextureSmith, we actually started using quotes because we found that we could really connect with people on a different level without actually having to sell something. And people, I think, realized, oh yeah, this is interesting, and we have the same values, and it's emotional, and the quotes just sort of they simplify a lot of things, and they put it really succinctly usually. And they're, I don't know, really great reminders as well. But I don't even know. I can't even.
I have them all over the place
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'll start. I pulled one out that's a little cut out. Some of you I know are watching on camera. So I just put it on my desk and it says, you need to let the little things that would ordinarily bore you suddenly thrill you. Andy Warhol said that. And I just love that because there are times when I'm doing work that I'm like, this is so boring. I'm like, but how can I make it sort of thrilling? So I've covered with quotes all over the place here, but that one sort of just makes me laugh and I love it. And the other one that's right here on my desk is to plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. And I like that one too. It's like you're planting, you're thinking because it's for tomorrow. So when I'm feeling like I won't say the words and swear, but it sounds like duck it, only it's not duck it. It helps me to have some other quotes around to change that frame of mind. Now, Mags,
oops, sorry.
Yeah, Mags, you said put something on when Patrick put it out. What's the one that you wrote?
Never assume. It makes us an ass out of you and me.
That's good. If you look at that written, it makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah. That was an old high school English teacher, and this guy he was a piece of work, and he had all kinds of little things he would say, and that one really gets me. And I do think about it a lot because, sometimes we do make assumptions about things, and we really shouldn't make assumptions. We should find out what the truth is and then live with that. So I remind myself many times that don't assume that that's what they're thinking or what they meant to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't assume that's how you put this thing together. Read the instructions, all those little things.
Reading instructions.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Go ahead, Patrick. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, it just reminded me of this one from Pablo Picasso, which is, art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. And it's just a good reminder, especially for us, who are always exposed to art. It's like, oh, yes, there's a very, good emotional reason and a satisfaction of what we do. And it's not just a job for us, And I don't think I could hear that from, an accountant.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Math washes away the soul.
Well, Wiz knows the one that I quote Wiz that she made me crazy, which is looking at things and going, how can you make this 10% better?
Am I allowed to use my own quote as my quote?
No. And because that is so clear, there's so many times that that comes up for me, and it has made me crazy, but things are better, just so you know. So thank you, Liz. But that's
Oh,
a good
you're
one.
welcome. I mean, I
My
use it in my silver clay. Like, I often find if I'm doing something, I'm about to finish something, I'm like, can I make this 10% better? And I normally make it 20% better by looking for 10%. But you can apply that to so many different
yeah,
aspects of life. How can you improve this situation? How can you do something better? How can you clean your kitchen 10% more? And you'll do 20%.
it's true. I think
That
it's
does
a
make a lot
really,
of truth. Yeah,
yeah, I
Yeah.
like
a
that
lot of
one a
truth.
lot. The other one I love that they scream out in my workout in Orange Theory is, "What'd you come here for today?" And I'm like, oh yeah, I like that one. That gets me out of bed fast in the morning. So I think those are good. And I think they're helpful. Does anyone else count on using quotes here and there when needed? I
Yeah,
do.
Yeah,
I
every
don't know.
once in a
Yeah,
while.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm a big fan of them. I collect them from on Instagram when I'm looking through. It's like, oh, that works for me right now. Usually when I'm stuck in something, and then it'll come across, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's not just me that feels this way. All right, fine, and then move on.
Here's a good
Uh,
one from Banksy. And Banksy says, art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable.
oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes a lot of
Right?
sense.
That's
Yeah,
quite a good
especially
one
for him.
actually. Yeah.
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 Actually, speaking of making things uncomfortable, the last time I was in the UK, he has a pop-up shop that is that's or a gallery or something. Completely, there's no name in front of it or anything, and it was just about a block away from where we were staying, and we walk up to this window, and in the window was Snow White in her carriage, but she had been a victim of some sort of a drive-by or something, and she's hanging out of the she's on the ground hanging out of this thing, and then I mean, it was just this crazy, crazy, and I was looking at it going, oh my gosh, what am I looking at? What am I looking at? And then we go back to the hotel. I'm like, oh, that was Banksy. I didn't
oh yeah.
realize. Yeah, yeah.
And then he was shown recently what he actually looks like or something, didn't I just see?
Oh, really?
Yeah, pictures of him there. Um, no, I'm looking for other quotes in here. Even simple things, if you're tired, sleep, it's like, okay, that's good. I think I'll do that now. Just simple reminders like that when you can't um, break through or do something and you're looking for a reason why. I love
I
it.
have I have a little key ring that a friend gave me, and it just says on it, "She believed she could, so she did."
Hmm. Yep.
And just have faith in yourself, and just little things like that. And I
Hmm.
see it every day, and I don't know, I try a little harder at everything just because I can, you
Yeah.
know?
That just reminds me, I
Nice.
have one over there on my bookshelf that I've had, I don't know, 30 years, and it says, it's kind of fun to do the impossible. And I love
Mhm.
that because just when it feels like, it's like, yeah, it's kind of fun to do the impossible. That's been on my desk for many a year as
Is it a
something really.
keychain as well?
No, it's a
No.
little banner. Of
Hmm.
course, then the one that my son gave me to put in front of it as the nameplate, nasty woman.
Perfect.
And that's
Yep.
taken on such a different connotation now since
Yeah,
someone we know likes to use that often
yeah.
to
That's true. You're
people who
right.
ask him questions he doesn't want to answer.
There you go. I should just walk in there and hold it up. It's like, I'm
Yeah.
here. Don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Um, I look for things for sure like that when I see them, and it'll just be that little jolt to get over myself in the moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of keychains, I have this one I've kept. I still have it for years and years and years. But I'm a big fan of the Broadway musicals, right? And so there's this musical called Rent, and I don't know if you
Love
guys have
that.
seen Rent before. And there's one line that they pulled from it, and I have it on the keychain. It's "No day but today," and it's just
Yeah.
a good reminder, like, oh yes. I can do this
Oh,
now. I shouldn't be waiting around for this. It needs to happen.
yeah.
Why am I waiting around to do this thing or waiting for the perfect, set of circumstances to happen, right? You don't need to. You can just
My
do it.
my mum says something to me quite a lot. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? And
Absolutely.
this was a ridiculous thing. We'd driven up to see my grandmother. It was about a 6 hour drive, and we got there at midnight, and we were, I don't know, just both a little bit high. They were all excited and stuff, and we said, "Oh, we're going to walk down to the river." Beautiful, lovely summer's evening, and Gran was like, "Oh, you can't. Oh no, you can't. Oh, it's too late." And we just looked at each other, looked at Gran, and said, "Why not?"
Yeah.
And it just stuck. And the amount of times we've been like, well, should we, shouldn't we, can we, can't we? Why not? Do it. Just
I
do it.
love
If
it.
something makes you happy, just do it.
Yeah, I think I've lived a life of why not, and I've been lucky to be alive to still say that today. So
Okay, please
just
consider health
saying.
and safety when you're asking
Yeah.
yourself, why not?
Yeah, I'm not so good on that part. So I'm always like, why not? You're attached to a bungee, right? Yeah, no, I'm not. That's one. Here's one, though. I like this one too. I saved a negative mind finds fault in everything, but a positive mind finds opportunity in everything. And I love
Mm.
that. I lived a crazy life growing up. I was on my own, on very, very young, and I really lived from opportunity in everything. Like it's a possibility always because why not? It's exactly what your grandmother.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just think for me, those kind of things make a difference and help, and it's humbling too.
I'm looking at some
So,
of the Facebook posts here.
oh yeah, let's hear what they wrote.
And Brad Severston said his quote is, "I'm from the government and I'm here to help."
Oh, I'm glad we're laughing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
And Francesca says, everything is temporary. And you know what? I totally agree with that one. And
That's a
I
good
have to
Mhm.
one.
remind myself,
Yeah.
especially when I'm amidst some sort of a, drama,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, this is only temporary.
Right.
This
Mm.
and our
No,
lives are only temporary, really. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that one. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, it really helps clear my head when I'm suffering from the overwhelm is my thing for sure. And it's a way to just get real again and not take it for granted. Well,
Mm.
I do this one thing of just came from them, so it's good we're on camera because I still smell from the barn. But I go and work with horse rescues, and there's always new ones in there, and a lot of them are nervous still because they've never been around people. And then just getting to know them a bit and have them trust you. For me, it's a really humbling experience. And I just clean manure and clean their water buckets and hang with them, and it's fun and very so that's a real life experience quote. It's real and working with these big animals. And a quick story this morning, some new male horse was trying to flirt right next door with the female horse and was making a racket, and we had to move him.
Typical man.
He was love.
He was
Love.
like, okay, yeah, it's like you have to stop and now we're moving you. So it's just fun to go into another world of animals and to see very humbling that way. It makes it all real and centers me again for sure. Those type of things, being with animals like that, and yeah, it's that's a really good thing for me. Well,
Wiz, tell us about your husband's tattoo.
oh,
So my husband on his forearm, oh, my mind has just gone completely blank. I know I put it on the Facebook thing, and now my mind has just gone completely blank.
what is
It's a
it?
Kylie
You're
Minogue
looking
song,
at it.
isn't it?
Are you looking
Better
at
the
it, Pat?
devil, better the devil you know.
Oh,
Better the devil, he's got that tattooed straight down on
wait a
his
minute. Say that again.
forearm.
Yeah.
Wait, say
Yeah.
it
Better the
again.
devil you know. He just can't abide anyone lying or being deceitful or anything. And I'm the same actually. And so yeah, he has it tattooed. He had it long before I met him. But yeah, it just says "better the devil you know" down his forearm.
Interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah, I've
mean,
never asked him the story of why or what caused him to do it. I shall have to ask him. But I know he can't abide anyone lying to him about anything. But that's a good thing. People shouldn't lie. It's a very bad thing. But yeah, he'd rather know the truth than be deceived.
I love that. I'm a big fan of Steve Jobs and some of his quotes.
Mm.
I have one framed up here on my wall. It's an ode to the crazy ones. And I thought, being called crazy or this sometimes it's like, well, he thinks they're really cool, the crazy ones. So there. It's always good to have something to sort of identify with and then feel normal that way. So I read that one often when I'm feeling like it's a little crazy out there. It's like, oh wait, there's someone like him. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Uh, so I'm a big fan of needing the quotes. I've never
If
needle
we didn't,
pointed or done any of those, though, I have to say.
if we didn't have the crazy ones, how boring life would be, right?
Exactly.
I would
Come
be
Yeah.
honored
on.
to be called that to me. It's like, and I have been called that, so it's fine. Yeah, I love what he says about that because he basically says those are the people that are willing to shake it up.
Yeah, yeah. Step out of the
Mhm.
box,
Yeah.
you know?
Or as we learned from Patrick Duffy,
Mm-hmm.
use the
Use
box.
the box.
Yeah, that was
Be the
great.
box.
That was a
Mhm.
great quote with Patrick because that was an artist we had on a few podcasts ago, and he works with cardboard.
Amazing
Mm.
Mm.
work,
But
artboard.
he sculpts things that are outstanding, realistic, a Leonardo da Vinci of cardboard.
Oh,
And
wow.
oh yeah, no, really amazing. And he was the one that said, I don't think out of the box. I use the box. And I'm like, what?
That's
Yeah.
really cool. Nice to
Right?
reshape the box occasionally. But yeah, use the box.
Use the box, like really actually use the box. I mean, how cool is that to fall in love with working with cardboard,
Mm,
Yeah.
that's
right?
pretty cool.
Well, it's
And
You
he
know,
went,
to
amazing
make
what some
amazing
people will
things.
pick. I mean, some people will pick stuff that you would never think. And I
I
think
know.
some of the things that the quotes that we've been saying here is basically saying you're not going to know you can't do it until you try it.
Mm,
You don't know it can't be done unless you try it.
yeah.
And
And yeah,
that's the whole thing about, you don't I don't know what the quote is. It's a famous quote from somebody, but you have to make a mistake hundreds of times before you can get it right.
well, you guys are all genius at that.
Yeah.
Everyone who teaches on CraftCast, that's what's so great is not giving up that way.
Mm.
I love that. Our last two guests ago was Harriet Estelle Berman, and also an amazing artist to look up. And she ties all of her work into commentary uh, on the shape of the planet, and she uses all recycled material. So I
Recycled tins, like
recycled tin, yeah.
cookie
Oh, yeah.
tins
Yeah,
and
yeah,
coffee
yeah.
tins and all sorts of things. And was very fortunate to meet her years and years ago when I was first starting out. And amazing studio, which just has just floor to ceiling, all organized, and all these tins that are just, that you get in everyday life.
Mhm.
And she had them all organized by color or whatever. And then she just takes those and creates the most amazing jewelry and sculpture from it. And,
Mhm.
she links it up with commentary. And right now she's, big on the anti-Trump thing. And so she's making a lot of statement with her work that way. So
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
it's
it
pretty
all is
cool. You should look her
statement.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all statement pieces. It was great talking to her. I mean, and she's been doing it her whole life. She was just given an award in Germany. I think it is the
At
political piece
Schmuck,
she just
I
did.
think.
Yeah, the Schmuck
Yeah.
Museum. And yeah, I love that. That to me is very moving as well. It's right there, just what she does with material like that, I find fascinating. So yes, I think what people work with is so interesting, whether it's glass or cardboard or, what material, metals, etc. It's I love finding out like what made you attracted to that material is fascinating to me because I
Mhm.
would never think of cardboard,
Mm-mm.
right?
Certainly not as an art medium, no.
No.
No, you've got to
So
see the world in a very different way to choose cardboard, but it's brilliant.
it
Yeah.
is. Oh, it is. I mean, his pieces are realistic looking. I mean, it's pretty amazing what he does. It's like the most I've done with cardboard is cut out Christmas decorations using the Glowforge. So
Yeah. I was going to say I use it in the Glowforge all the time to
yeah,
test out
yeah,
designs and stuff, but
right. No,
so
he
I have
did
a
a great,
stack of it, but
yeah. And he has to stop people from donating his cardboard to him. He sort of
yeah.
has his fill now. So
Yeah.
that was funny as well. Yeah, well, I think thank God we have quotes, is all I can say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of a quick way to get a few words of encouragement when you need them. That's why I leave
Mm.
them all up on my desk
And it's interesting, it's like sometimes it's like you'll see a quote and it's like, okay, it doesn't, it's a quote and everything, but every once in a while one will just resonate and it'll be the right time and you're in the right
absolutely.
emotional state
Yeah.
or
Oh yeah.
you need something emotionally or you need a
Mhm.
reminder of something and it's like, oh
Oh
wow,
yeah.
okay, thank you.
I
Thank you for
I
saying that.
swear social media reads our minds because I see these memes with quotes and stuff coming up through my Facebook throughout the day. But
Mhm.
if I'm, going through something or need an inspirational quote or something, Facebook will put that on my feed. And I swear social media actually knows our
It's
emotional states.
it's
They
all in the
do.
algorithm.
They
It's
do.
all in the
Yeah.
algorithm.
They know
Listen,
how long you're gonna live. They know what
yeah,
your next
I'm
thing you're
taking
gonna
that.
what thing you're gonna buy
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
forget
whenever
about
I
it.
need it, social media gives me the
Oh
quote
yeah.
that I need in that moment.
Well, it's that
Well,
weird thing too that, I don't know if you've had this happen, but it's like you're thinking about something and you're talking about something, but you've never really gone onto the computer and Googled it or anything like that. And then all of a sudden that thing starts to show up in your feed. It's like,
Oh,
holy
yeah. I can't
mackerel.
remember exactly what it was, but there was something. My husband and I were out on the deck. Neither of us had our phones with us or anything, and we were talking about something. I can't remember what it was. And it wasn't something that was a usual conversation. It was either doing something or going someplace. And, we did that. We came back into the house. We're sitting watching TV. He's on his phone and he turns it over to me, and already an ad has shown up on his Facebook page.
Wow.
And it's just like, they
How?
can't, I mean, how does that
How?
happen?
I could
It
tell
would
you.
it would have it would have been so far out of the algorithm that it would like seem that it would be impossible for it to make that connection between the
Yeah.
two of us. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
We were convinced that Siri was listening to us, or Alexa was listening to us. So
Hmm.
we did it. We were doing a test of let's pick something really strange that we would never say in our everyday life. And it was something like trampolines. We were just talking about trampolines,
Yeah.
trampolines, trampolines, just to see if we would get ads on trampolines.
Uh-huh.
It
You
didn't,
did
but
a
Yeah,
that's
little bit
okay.
that. No.
I
It
did
was
that
forced.
once. Yeah, I did it once. Me and my husband were trying to trick our social medias into listening to us. We don't have children or anything like that. There are no children in our lives, so we just had a conversation about nappies.
Hmm.
It did actually work, and for weeks I had
Wow.
nappy adverts on my social media.
But if the algorithm probably just went in and took your information, okay, they're the right age,
They're the
they're
right
this and
age. They're
this,
a married
Hmm.
couple.
yep,
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Fast and furious. It's pretty amazing what's behind all those algorithms, I have to say. Well,
Yeah.
I have to say, I know so many of the things I have that I've been reading to you is because my son knows who I am. So, the nasty woman name for my table and all of
Hmm.
that. He's also the one that says when he was young, if there was a problem in school, he would say, "You don't want to have to talk to my mother." But he gave me this one that's also on my desk, and it's like, it's backwards, but it says, "Nope, not today." I'm like, Like some people know you well is all I can say.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
have those to remember my key words. So it's like, hey, nasty woman, nope, not today. Different things. So these are the important things that get us through. Well, you guys have any big plans for Friday night? At the end of the disco, this is usually when at the end of the podcast, this is where I usually ask Patrick if he'll be at the club tonight in the
Of
disco or what
course.
time.
Every Friday and Saturday, It's a little early right now,
God,
though. I mean,
remember those days? I mean, I think back on,
Oh, every night. Wiz doesn't
oh,
understand.
how
Every
the
night.
hell did I do that and get up and go to work and have to make sense the next day?
Right.
You know, it's just, we were able to do so many things back then that
Well,
we
yeah.
can't do
That's because we
today.
didn't
Well,
have the internet or anything like that to
Well,
get in
that's
that's
our
right.
true.
We didn't care. I texted Patrick one Sunday morning. I said, "Oh, I was at the club last night." He goes, "At it? I'm still out. What happened?" What do you? I'm like,
Of course, 7 in the morning. We don't get
yeah,
home until 10 in the
yeah,
morning. Come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Yep, I think our generation is the last who did that because my son never did any of that. Wiz, I'm sure you didn't do that, right? Where you go out at 11. You don't want to get
Yeah,
out 11:15 is the earliest you want to show up
yeah,
anywhere.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be
You
in bed
know,
by 9.
yeah.
I wish I could do that. I have the
Hey,
goal of like 10 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock in the morning comes around. I'm like, oh, yeah, I think I really better go to bed now.
You're like me, Patrick, and my husband is like Wiz. He's like 10 o'clock, 10:30. He's out of here. He's gone to
Yeah.
bed.
yeah, I'm that. And then get up at 5. I'm an early morning girl.
Yeah.
So it's but I would stay up to do a disco one night with all of you guys.
That would be
My my
fun.
my problem is Alison keeps me too busy. I've been
Oh,
recording
I know.
bonuses all day for my next CraftCast, and then I've
I
got an I Love
know.
Tools tomorrow, and we've just done the rehearsal for
Oh,
I Love
that's
Tools,
right.
and
I
yeah,
know.
yeah, she
It's
just keeps me
crazy.
busy.
Sorry about that. I
I
know
have
how to
time
have a
to go
good
out,
time.
Alison.
Yeah.
I
She
know how to
knows how
have
to have a good time. She thinks of an idea and then she sends the idea to one of us to do.
Right.
but I send a
Yes.
file. I sent files
You
too.
did. You did. You did.
How's it coming? Cool.
This is
Oh,
a new filament that's
Okay.
supposed to be a little bit more heat
You said that.
resistant.
I'll be interested to see what
So I'm
happens.
going to see what happens. I just printed it and I'll do the test in a little bit. I'm working on a floral project I have to get done.
Okay.
But yeah, I got a bunch of samples all over the place. So we'll
Well,
talk. We'll talk.
okay, good. People listening, we're working on new classes, and Chunky is in, and we're coming up with a bracelet class that you can do either all round or square and that with a
nice.
magnet that holds it here. And then it gives you the whole top or either way you want to wear it to start embedding resin, flowers, polymer clay, all kinds of fun stuff. So that was something in the works. And that's exactly what happened. I had this idea and made the samples and then, come on, Max, you can do it with polymer clay.
Got to
And
put
that's
that
when you
3D printer to work.
And that's when you called me a bit weird or crazy. And I said, that's the best compliment I've gotten this week. Thank you very much. Well, all you crazies, thank you for coming on. We knew that today would just be a laugh. I hope anyone listening got a little chuckle or thought about their favorite quote, because it's important. And it's important to hear other crazy artists and hang out with all of us. So thank you for listening. Thank you for coming on. Patrick and I loved having you. And
Yay. Thank you guys.
yes, thank you so
Thanks
much.
for letting us stay with you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us on. It's been an
It's like
honor.
It's
like
fun,
a play
right?
day or something.
Fun.
It is. It's a play day.
Yeah.
It's an inspirational
Absolutely.
play day. So, because we all need those sometimes. So I appreciate it immensely. And I know I'll be seeing all of you within the next, less than 24 hours. So there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
There we
That's
go.
right.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank
You
Bye,
you.
everyone.
too.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
again.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
See ya.
I hope you enjoyed today's chat. You can follow us and subscribe at Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And please take a look at all our amazing video tutorials at craftcast.com.